Okay, let me share the agenda. First of all, is my audio very clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay. So the agenda of today's session is to share my story on book reading first, then give an overview of this 2 weeks course. Then start with measuring where you are currently standing on your reading speed and comprehension and all. Then an introspection on your reading, what reading style you currently have, and what challenges or what are the bad reading habits you have. We will explore that. Then we will go a little deep on how the reading works for anybody and what are the best ways of reading. Then we'll share some tips on how to select the right book to read and then how to make reading more interesting for us. And then there are some practice sessions also. And at the end of the session, I will be giving some practices, daily practice for you to follow for the coming days. Is it clear?
It's clear, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me share my story. I think many of you know me. I am working in an IT company currently in a leadership role. I have around 20 years of experience, and I'm an ICF certified ACC coach, and also an NLP certified practitioner and a life coach and a leadership coach. And I'm currently working on publishing my book. Its book content is almost ready. I'll be publishing it next month. And coming to my book reading journey, I was very slow in my reading. Like I was not even measuring on what speed I was reading. To be frank, I can tell I was reading only 2 to 3 books in a year. But a couple of years back, I started getting into many things, coaching and other stuff. I started, okay, I heard from many places like great successful people are reading 1 book every week, especially people like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett or any of the greatly successful people. They read a lot and they are telling that is one of the greatest investment anybody can make. So I also started, okay, I also should read more. And then I started reading more number of books, but it was not going in a great way. I was not getting enough uh, understanding, and it was not going great. But in 2018, I set a goal of, okay, I want to read 50 books in this year. That is somewhat around like 1 book a week. And I was trying and continuous reading. Naturally, our speed also will increase, and anything with practice normally will increase, right? So that way I was able to read. And in around 20 plus books I was able to read in that year. I was happy, but still I felt I was not at a going in a great reading because I have so many books I listed to read, but I was not able to read that many. And in 2019, I went for an NLP training. There I met a person. His name is Shiva. He's a great businessman from Hyderabad, and we become very good friends there. And there he told he's reading 1 book every day. That was something very surprising and unbelievable for me. And I started understanding how he is doing that. And he taught me some of the, okay, this is the way you should be reading, this is the way you should be looking at the book. And that has helped me to scale my reading in a much better way. And then I got so much of interest in this, and then I started exploring more. Like we normally go to Google or YouTube, where you get so much of content for understanding how reading works. So I did many online courses also. I went through a lot of YouTube videos and I started reading books about reading and started exploring further. And I even attended a couple of trainings and even 2 days paid workshop also I attended on reading. Those things has helped me to improve. Because I can really tell you my reading speed was very pathetic. I coming from a regional language. I am from Kerala. So it's from a Malayalam medium and English was also pathetic. Vocabulary was not at all there. And I was struggling. My reading speed, when I started calculating my reading speed, it was like around 120 to 130 words per minute in initial time. And with my practice alone, without doing any of the techniques which he taught or which I learned from anywhere, I was able to read up to around 200 to 50 words with the continuous practice. But with implementing all the learning techniques and all, I was most of the time I am able to read around 500 words per minute. And and another point is, it's not about the speed. It's more about how do you approach the book, and your purpose of reading. That matters a lot. It is I take reading something like a driving. When you are driving in a highway, you can go very fast. When you are driving in a guard road, you may not be able to go. It is the same applicable to reading also. Some books you can just skim through the book and get the full content without putting so much of effort. But whereas some books, say for example, technical books or any of the books, research related books, and your purpose is writing an exam or something, in that case, you may need to go slowly to get into. But at that case also, you may be able to apply many of the techniques. So as Mohan, you were asking me what is the speed. For me, I can say about my comfortable speed is around 400 to 500. But at times, it depends upon the type of content and all. At times I'm able to read much faster also. Even sometimes it goes slow also. That's about my journey of reading. And last 1 year I can tell that last year was a really transformative journey for me. In 2019, I was able to read around 60 plus books, and in the last 3 months, again another 30 plus books I read. Like in last 1 year, after I met that mentor in an LLP training, this 1 year I was able to read around 100 books, which was a great journey for me. For a person who was reading at a very low speed and reading this many books, and that too, for me, I read mostly the non-fiction books like self-help books, coaching books, leadership books, people development, and such type of books only I normally read. I'm not a fan of reading fiction books. I read mostly to learn and implement things. That's my journey on reading. And whoever just joined, I just have a request. Like I have put a survey in the poll. If you can just go through that, it will be great help. That gives me little clarity. Just give me a second. Mouse battery got over. Hi, Uvi.
Hey, hi, buddy. How are you doing?
Great. Thank you for joining. Okay, as I mentioned, let us go through the agenda quickly. This is the overview of the course, what we are going to do in the next 2 weeks. We will be doing a reality check to understand where do you stand. Then we will explore how reading works. Then how to make reading interesting and how to choose the right books. We will go through that. Then we will start with speed reading techniques. That is one way of improving your reading skills and reading speed and efficiency. Then how to do with audiobooks. Then daily practice assignments will be given. Then I'll be teaching in the second week, I'll be teaching more speed reading techniques. And how to identify and eliminate your bad reading habits. There are so many bad reading habits which many times we may not even realize we have that. And how to remember and implement what you read, and daily practice assignments. And finally, we will develop a book reading plan for you. Ideally, you will be going to do that. I'll help in doing that. What you really want to do. Are we clear? Any questions?
Yep, it's very clear, Anil.
Yeah. So be open to ask questions. I'm not keeping the questions at the end. You can ask anytime. This is a more of an interactive session. That's the way you have to take it. So yeah, we all know, like, if you can't measure, you can't improve it. So let's do one thing. It's a very quick exercise. Let's just measure our current reading speed. So this is not going to be an accurate reading speed. I will tell you how to measure with multiple attempts to get a standard of what is your reading speed. Let us do a small exercise. I have a small portion of a book here, content. You all are going to read it. I'm going to put time. What you can do is You can open your mobile and start the timer. Don't start the timer, just open the timer and keep it with you. The moment you start reading, start the timer. And the moment you finish, stop the timer. Are we all ready?
Yeah, just 1 minute.
Okay, okay.
You might want to put a display mode, Anil, so that the screen looks a little bigger.
Sure. I'll show that. I'll do that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Are we good to start? Everyone ready? Just give me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me move this. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We can start now.
Done.
Done? Everyone done?
Yeah.
Okay, you can put it in the chat box. Okay, let me go. Hope everyone is done. Let me move. You can put it in the chat box. What is the speed you have? You can look at this chart. How much time you, if you read it in 20 seconds, your read per minute is 448. If you can share the numbers in the chat box, it will be great.
कितना सेकंड तुमको लगा? हाँ. मेरा 39.
Mera
Minus
90.
40.
And
Around
if
40.
you can, yeah, you can see. Basically, you can look at what is your word per minute speed. Right column shows the word per minute. Yeah, most of you have 39, 43, 38. Abhi can read.
Mine is 40, Anil. I'm not able to type right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Abhi is taking the class or he's attending the class?
No, you all know like this content. You
I'm
must have
somewhere
seen.
around 12.
Yeah. This is actually Abhi's
Anil,
book.
I could finish in 32 seconds.
Okay, I'll come there. So you look, this content is from Abhi's book. First of all, thank you, Abhi, for allowing me to put that content here.
Why not, man? Sure. Promotes my book.
Yeah, so 32 seconds. Yeah, you can see like it comes around 300 words per minute. So this is just an example, but normally we cannot tell that, okay, with this one example, we can say that our word per minute is this. What is the normal exercise we should do is, we should read for at least 2 minutes. There are multiple methods to do that. One is, you can look at, if you are reading a book, what you can do is, you can take the book, take a standard page. I hope you are able to see this. What you can do is, you can look at how many words are there in one line and count that for at least 5 lines. Total words in one line, same you do for the 5 lines and take the average. That gives average words per line. And then multiply that with the number of lines in that page. That gives how many words are there in that book in one page. Say for example, there are 12 lines in one page, and if there are 30 lines in the book, it is like 360 words per page. Then what you can do is you start a page, start the timer, finish the page, and then check the timer. That way you can get the words per minute. And do this exercise at least 2 to 3 times so that you know what is your average standard speed. And also make sure you go with a normal speed of understanding things. That also is important. It's not about just going through fast. It's all about how do you normally read with a proper understanding. Then we will look at what are the techniques we can apply for improving this speed. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Now let us look at how our reading works. We all started learning like alphabets. Like we know, like we learned CAT, cat, RAT, rat. That's the way we learned. Then we started reading loudly, cat. Then we started reading silently, means we started reading in our head. At the moment we see the word, we just read it in our head. That's the way we started. And many of us continue that model of silently reading the words. We don't know what is next, but actually there is much beyond it. That is what we are exploring. We all know like our words per minute. By looking at the numbers, I could see some of you are at 200, some are 250, some are at 300. But do you know what is the world record of speed reading? What is the words per minute?
No.
I think in the standard competitions and all, the words per minute is around 4,000 to 5,000. That is the standard approved one. But there are people who are claiming like there are 40,000 words per minute and all. It is just like within a second they are turning the page and all, which doesn't have that much of real proof that they got enough comprehension. Average, I'm sure a good speed reader can read around 1,000 words per minute, which is a real good. And any of us, if you put a couple of weeks of effort, we can easily double our reading speed. So one thing I want you to keep is, first thing we have to do is you should identify what is your current reading speed. To keep that as a note, I'll be sharing you an Excel sheet where you can track the things. You will keep that as a note, what is your current speed, and then you will work towards improving that, and that will help you to do in a better way. So this is normal reading model, which I was telling you. We read one word, when we go to the next word, then go to the next word. And what happens at times is our mind start wandering. And we just roam around, go think about some other things and all, and then come back again, forward. Sometimes we forget that we are reading and we just keep on reading and then again go back and then reread again. This is the way the normal reading process works. Are you able to connect it?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Anil.
There are actually 3 types of readers. It's called motor reader, auditory reader, and visual reader. So what happens is motor reader means they read most of the time loudly. Limitation is their reading speed can be maximum up to their speaking speed, right? They can't go beyond because how much fast they can speak, that much only they can read. The speaking speed normally is around 150, 180 words per minute on an average person. So they cannot improve much. Means they continue motor reading. Auditory reading is similar to motor reading, but they don't read loudly. They just read in their mind. They just read in their head. Like that is called silent speech. Even though we are not reading, even though there is no lip movement and all, we are inside. We are just reading that words. That is normally called sub-vocalization. They also cannot go further. I think the maximum speed normally auditory reader will be able to achieve is around 350 to 400 words. They normally will not be able to go beyond because each word matters for them. Last one is the visual reader. Visual reader is the most effective reading. They ideally don't read words. Primary purpose for them, they don't use any of their lips or any of other physical body parts to read. It's more about visualizing and mental reading. That's what it's called about. Effective reading is about more about see mind and eyes, not about your uh, body part like mouth or any other part of the body and head. It's more about your mind game. Reading is more of a mind game. That's the way we should be approaching reading. Basically, these are the three things involved. Visual, we see, is no limit. Like we can see so much of things in a single look itself. We will be able to see so much of things. But what happens is, if your voice acoustic, you will limit yourself. Whatever you see, what you can process, that means what you are reading word by word, that much only you will be able to speed up, and then you convert it to the meaning. That means there is a bottleneck. The voice acoustic is the bottleneck. Whether it is loudly reading or silently reading word by word is actually a bottleneck. And if you look at the right image, that is the right way of reading. What you see visually, you should be able to get meaning. Ideally, you really don't need to read word by word to get the meaning. We all know, like we all learn the spelling, but when you read a word, do you read each spelling? We don't, right? We don't read MOTOR motor, right? We by seeing itself, we know this is the word because we have practiced or we have learned lot of new words. Even if you get a new word also, many of the time the sub words we will be able to quickly read without reading each letter. This is the same applies when it comes to reading on a bigger way. Like you don't need to read word by word. You should be really able to read words together. That is the core or crux of speed reading. Are we clear?
Yes, Anil.
Okay. Thank you. Let's look at some of the key factors affecting our speed and efficiency. I'm not going to explain more things because we will be going through how to improve on this on a later point. So your time it will impact, type of books, your purpose of reading, environment, interest in your subject, the way you read also matters, and your mood, your focus, your posture while reading. Book by distance is also a key factor. Lighting is another important factor. From which direction light is coming to the book matters a lot. If light is coming from the front, it puts a lot of disturbance. Ideally, the light will come from the right back. That is the ideal way of getting the light. Then regression and progression, I will explain it more in detail. Regression is mostly rereading because you are going through some words and either you lost focus or you did not read that particular word properly, then you again go back and read. That's the way we normally waste a lot of time. Now let us look at, I think we are clear about where are we standing and we know what needs to be, what is our goal. Our goal is to improve our reading speed and efficiency. So to improve any process, what we normally do, like if you want to improve the production, we need to process more data or raw material first of all, right? Then second thing we have to do is we have to eliminate any wastage happening in the process. Means if there is any bottleneck, we need to remove. That is the best way to overcome, best way to be more productive or improve the efficiency of any process. Let's consider reading as a process. We should look at what way we can improve providing more data. How do you provide more data? Say, for example, if you are reading 250 words per minute, that means you are supplying 250 words per minute to your brain. How do you improve? You should be able to supply, if you want to double, you should be able to supply 500 words per minute to your brain. That's the way you can double it. And how do you eliminate the waste? Eliminate the waste means you should read only what is required to read. We'll go through in detail in the coming topics. But that is the primary thing. You should read what is very much required. You should not spend time on reading unwanted things. First of all, you have to train your eyes and ears first to provide more data. Why should we train our ears? Ears involved in reading?
Yes. Audiobooks.
Yes, audiobooks. Audiobooks we are mostly hearing, right? We have to train our eyes and ears to do it. Then process more data is like you have to do bulk processing, something called a movie view that I will explain. Then how to eliminate waste is like reading only what is required. I'm not focusing on what is not important. Now we'll look at what is speed reading. Speed reading is one of the technique which we can use for reading much faster, much efficient without losing any of our comprehension or understanding. We will do some practices now, but let us understand the core concept. The primary concept or the most important point in speed reading is reading chunk by chunk. That means rather than focusing at one word at a time, you focus on more than one word at a time. At the beginning, you can start focusing on 2 words at a time or 3 words at a time. And then slowly, once you are comfortable, you will be able to focus on more number of words. This is the core. This is the way you can process more data. Means rather than sending one word, you are looking at one word, getting that word and sending it to your brain. And again coming back, looking at the next word and sending it. That is the process which is taking too much of time for any of us to read. So that process needs to be modified. I think that is the core we have to work. If we crack this part, then rest will be very easy journey. Rest all things can be managed very well, but this is the core of it. Only thing required is it's like a game between our mind and ourselves. What happens here is if we try to do this and you try to read faster, our brain will say that it is very difficult to process. You are not getting the meaning. Don't send me this much of data. I can't process. That is the place most of us will stop. Okay, if I am not understanding, why should I put more words? It's not going to make sense. I think this was actually the biggest blocker for me. I was trying to increase my speed without compromising on my comprehension or understanding. I was just trying to increase the speed by looking at 2 or 3 words and all trying. And my intention was I don't want to lose any of the content. I want to get the meaning as it is. That never works. First thing we have to do is we have to train our brain that our eyes can send more data to the brain. Irrespective of the moment send more data to the brain, what we are going to tell our brain is don't bother about understanding, just leave it. I just want to test whether I can see more content and I can pass more content to the brain at a time. And if I was sending only one word at a time, I want to send 3 words at a time. I want to try doing that. I am not bothered about the understanding. And we start practicing. Slowly, the brain will start understanding, okay, there is no other way. It is going to send always this much of data. I have to adjust. I think adaptability is one of the greatest ability of human being. You easily adapt to our situations, right? We all know in lockdown how much we are adapting. We were all living in a very different style of life most of the time, and we were not even able to survive without even going out or sitting at home, working from home. You could see all the things are happening online now, right? It's all about putting us in a different situation or a pressure mode. We will perform in a much better way. We all know like we use only around 10% of our brain. Why we are not using is we are not very bothered. That 10% itself is enough for us to survive. But if you really put some effort in that direction, we can really see magic happening. And first of all, speed reading is not a talent. It is not somebody is born with a lot of talent to do speed. It's a skill with proper practice, right practices. You can achieve this. And achieve in the sense, it's not about, as I mentioned initially, it's not about the numbers. It's all about how you are able to gain, understand the things, how you are able to learn things and implement in your life. That is the purpose. The purpose of your reading matters a lot. Are we clear so far? Any questions?
Yeah, it makes sense. That's nice.
Yeah.
Anil, I have a question.
Yes, Shadab.
Initially, you're saying that, yeah, when I start looking at multiple set of words at a time,
Ah,
my comprehension will go down, but
yeah.
roughly how much time does it take for me to get my comprehension back?
Ah. Sorry, you are asking how much time?
Will my comprehension start improving? Because initially, if I start reading 3 words at a time, I might not be able to understand much.
Yeah, that is the same thing I'm telling. That is the trick here. Comprehension, what you should expect is zero.
Yeah.
You try to. What we are going to do the next exercise. I hope you all have a book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my question was that in roughly how much time or how much practice?
Okay. So for me, I can tell you. See, how do we should practice it is we will not. There is no point in practicing continuously for hours together. That's not going to work. So every day, what you should do is what is your current reading speed? If your reading speed is 200 words per minute as of now, then your target should be 600 words per minute. Means if I am reading, say for example, I can tell I am reading one page in 3 minutes. I should be first thing what you should be whatever book you are going to read, you understand what is the page size. That way it is going to be easy for you to count the number of words because you cannot count the number of words always, right? What you should do is you understand what is the page size, what is number of words per page. Most of the books will be around 300 to 400 range. That is the standard range. If it's a 300 words, and if I am taking, say for example, 2 minutes to read it, means 120 seconds you are taking to read it. What you should be doing is you should set a target of 3 times. That means if you are taking 120 seconds, you should read that page in 30 seconds. And that is the moment, that is the place you are going to compromise on your comprehension. No need to worry at all. Just your training is only to train your eyes. You should convince your brain that your eyes can move this much faster. It will look very challenging at the beginning. This is the biggest bottleneck for this, and this is the biggest challenge. If once you overcome that, things will be much easier. This is the challenge even I faced a lot. I was always putting on the comprehension. And one easiest way to do this is you can read a book which you have already read. Getting that? In that case, you are not bothered about the comprehension because you already know the content. You are just first you are training your eyes to move much faster because you know our eyes can capture much beyond what we imagine. Because the moment we have two visions, one is focused vision and one is peripheral vision. If you look at some of the birds, many of the birds are like having focused vision. You can see a prey from a very long distance and all. But humans, we have both peripheral as well as focused vision in a great extent. Say for example, if you are looking in the front, say for example, you are watching TV, and mosquito or any insect comes and sit on your hand or anywhere, without even taking your eyes from that, you will be able to hit. Or even if you want to do something, when you look in the front, you are able to see much on both the sides, right? I'll show with a diagram here that will make you to clearly understand how our eyes works. You actually, when you are looking at text in the book, at words in the book, you are actually seeing the entire page. It's only you are focusing only one word at a time. You can increase the focus to multiple words at a time. Shadab, how much it took for me, I can tell you, like I was trying to read around 20 to 30 pages a day, and I tried for approximately 2 weeks. Then I got around the normal comprehension what I was having earlier. So I could say that we should try for around reading around 100 pages. You will be able to get it.
Okay, fine.
100 pages, you should read with the 3 times speed of what your current speed is.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Then let us look at, there are a lot of myths about speed reading. I just want to share some of the things. One is reading fast means understanding less. Then I prefer to enjoy my reading than rushing through it. Then speed reading is a talent. All these three are just myths. Like reading fast doesn't mean like understanding less. When you read fast, actually your focus will be more. When you read slow, what happens is you go very slow so that you get so much of time to go roam around and come back with your thoughts. That's what normally happens. So when you are, just think about driving a car. When you go slow, most of the time when you go slow, your attention will be less. You are mostly little careless. But when you go faster than your regular speed, you will be more conscious. So that is just a myth. What they are telling, reading fast means understanding less is just a myth. That's not true. And I prefer enjoy my reading than rushing through it. It's up to individuals. I am not denying that reading slow may give you more enjoyment. It's up to an individual. But at the same time, look at what is the purpose of your reading. And if you are able to read without losing the comprehension in half the time, why should you not utilize that? That half the time, say for example, a book you are taking 5 hours. If you are able to read the same book in 2.5 hours without losing the comprehension and without getting the proper meaning, why should you lose that opportunity? That 2.5 hours you can utilize for anything else. You can utilize for much more entertainment or whatever you want to do. It is up to individual's choice. It's nobody is forcing you to do. If you feel you really want to save some time, you can utilize it. It's really going to help. And also driving slow and fast, same thing, right? It doesn't mean that you are driving slow means you are enjoying more. Many people enjoy driving when they are driving fast. They will be more careful also. As I rightly mentioned, it's not a talent. It's a skill. Just you need to train your brain. That's all. There are so many benefits. First is like saves time, improves your focus and concentration. It improves your ability to remember because you will be more sharp when you do things in that fast. And not only book reading, it helps you to read your emails, messages in phone faster, all the documents, other things. Improve your concentration. These are some of the benefits of speed reading. As I mentioned, chunk by chunk reading. Let's do a very small exercise. All of us are going to read it. I'm just going to move it to. You all should be ready to read. I'll just put a timer here. Are we all ready? Let's start.
Yeah.
We're going to read just line by line.
Sure.
Yeah. Start reading. Hope everyone was able to read.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
right?
I was able to read half, not full.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was able to read.
I think most of us will be able to read. If you look at it, only around I put it only for around 7 seconds, and this has around 52 words. You can imagine 52 words. It just in 7 seconds. That means probably take it 6 seconds also, like 10 times. It comes around 400 plus words. What is happening here? What is different here than reading normal book or whatever we were reading earlier?
Here we are reading like three words together.
Yeah, that is one thing. Second thing is we don't have anything else to look, right, in that line.
Yes. Yes.
True.
You read a book, you have so much of content in the book, left and right. What happens? You go to the left, go to the right, you reread many things. That is what most of the time it happens. When you have only one thing and when you focus only on that thing, it will be much easier.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's look at on another way of reading. Just read this sentence. I'm not putting any time or anything. Just read this. I'll just explain another point here. Read these 2 paragraphs.
This is more easier to read than that last one.
Okay, okay. That's fine. I moved it very swift. That is not a normal practice we do, right?
Yeah. I'm not used to it.
And let us look at how much our eyes can capture in a single look. Do you know what is the standard word size in our books? Like word size means number of characters in a word. Any book if you take, The standard character word size is 3 to 5 letters. That is the standard, most of the words, because there are a lot of preposition and other things. And if you take the overall average, standard word size is around 3 to 5 characters. Look at these two highlighted highlighted words. One is it took so many years, and second word is compartmentalization. These two words, what is the difference here is both of them have 20 letters. But when you read the first one, you read it most of the time, so many years. What happens is you move your eyes from one word to another word to the another word to the another word. But totally you read only 20 characters. But here in this word also you read 20 characters. But in a fraction of a second you are able to read the second word, right? That means in a single look you are able to capture minimum around 20 characters. What that shows? Our eyes can easily capture 20 characters in a single look. That 20 characters, irrespective of whether it's a single word or multiple word, we should be able to capture. Only thing is, what happens most of the time, we give a break between two words. Like when you are trying to read, when you read it and there is a space, we read that space also. And there is a fraction of second. Normally it is like 1/4 of a second we spend for reading that particular space. And then again, each and every space is taking time. That is actually something which we can always avoid. That is really not required. In so many years, like a single stretch you can read and get the meaning. Our purpose is not to get one by one word. Our purpose is to get the meaning of that sentence or what the author is trying to convey. That is our primary purpose. And we are easily capable of reading this 20 letters word. If you can read in a single look, you should be able to read easily 4 to 5 words together. I'm not aiming that at the immediate thing. Immediate thing what we will target is probably 2 or 3 words we will target. That is the way we will start our practice. And I'm sure once you practice for 2 weeks, we will be definitely able to reach into 3 words or 3 to 4 words at a time. This is something also called, we call it as fixation. Fixation of our eyes. Normally when anybody reads, normal books will have around 10 to 12 words in a 10 to 12 words in a line, and we easily will have around 7 to 8 fixation. Fixation means 7 to 8 times our eyes focus on different part of that book, different part of that particular line. Means you, for example, if I read this for a long time, if I start from there, my eyes will go to 1 or 2 words at a time, then move to the next, move to the next. With our normal reading practice only, we may be able to read a couple of words together at times, but it is not a conscious effort we are doing. So we have to reduce the fixations. We should be able to read a line with 2 or 3 fixations. That should be our goal. Are we getting it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Neil.
Yeah. So shall we? I know it is so much of talking, right? Shall we get into a small exercise? All of you, do you have a book with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let us do one thing. Can we calculate the weight per page of that book? Do you know how to do that? Take the book, count the number of words, total number of words for first 5 lines, take the average of that.
Okay.
Pick any page which doesn't have much pictures. Are we able to get?
13. I'm getting.
Average is 13, Kailash. Okay.
I'm getting average 10.
10 to 12 or 10 to 13 is normally the average. Yeah.
Yes.
So what is the total number of lines in that book? Kailash? In that page?
This book.
That page, that particular page, you told 13 is the number of words in a line. What is the number of lines? Total number of lines in that page?
Around 30.
Yeah.
26.
Right, 30, yeah. So you have to multiply that to get that number.
26 into 13.
Yeah, 30 into 10 is 300 words per page. 13 into 30 is 390 words per page. Now you look at what was your reading speed when you read the first content. For example, if your reading speed was 300 words per minute and your page size is 300, that means in 1 minute you are reading one page, this page.
Yeah.
Right? That is your current. So what we are going to do is, we are going to read it much faster. That's what we are going to try. Much faster means 3 times. If you have taken 1 minute to read this page, we want to try doing it in how many seconds? If it took 60 seconds, you want to read it in 20 seconds. Everyone in with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is little challenging. I know that is the only way we can come out of this. That's all, because that is the biggest blocker for most of the people. When we try to do that, initially we will not be able to get the comprehension. Then we will think, what is the meaning of reading without increasing the speed without understanding? We cannot. This is not something where we can slowly increase, and then we will be able to get it. That's not going to happen. This is there is a drastic change should happen in our thought process. That's the way it should change. We should convince our brain that this is going to be my speed. You better you go and understand, rather than you trying to convince me. You should drive it. Your mind should not drive it here.
So should we start now? Right? Or okay. Can you try now? Wait.
Yeah. Everyone is clear. What should be our goal?
Say again.
Yeah, we should read it
Yeah.
in 3 times faster than your current speed.
Even if you don't understand what we are reading.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. You don't need to bother. Your goal is put the timer, and I will put the timer. Just this is a training for your eyes only. Don't think about the content or understanding. This is just to train your eyes to go through the full content.
Right.
So we should
Everyone
use,
clear?
we should use our own timer, Anil?
Yeah, you should use your own timer, because it cannot be tracked by me, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Are we all ready? Shall we just start?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Silence.
Yeah. Make sure you finish it in that given time. Getting that first time you may not be able to do. You will try to go through words and all. You are just going to skip your. You have a goal. You look at the stopwatch at times. At least when it is in the middle of the page, and you look at whether you are taking only half of the time, and make sure you finish it in that particular time. Are we good? Shall we start? Everyone ready with the timer?
Yep.
Okay. Then let's start. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How was it? How was the experience?
Very fast.
It was stressful, right? It was painful for your eyes.
Yeah, it is
For
painful.
brain.
Yeah, it will be.
puts pressure.
It will be. It will be. It will be. That's the way we should be training. We should be challenging our limits. That's the way we should be trying. Then only we will be. See, my objective is not keep you reading in that 3 times faster. What my objective is, you start practicing in that way, and once you how much you have to do, I think that is also very important. Now you read 1 page. What you should be doing is, for the next 1 week, make sure you read at least 20 pages in this fashion. Leave about the comprehension. No need to worry about that. You can pick a book which you already read. That's what I was telling. Then your mind will not be worried about the comprehension because you know the book. Training is only to understand that your eyes can move that quicker.
Anil, are there any logic to chunk the number of words? Because when I was reading, it was finding it difficult for me to chunk 2-3 words. That's where I was typically going back to word by word.
Yeah, normally it will be challenging because chunk the words. Normally we start with 2 words. It will be easy, but at the same time, also many times these 2 words doesn't make any meaning.
Ah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Ideal chunking should be.
Unless they are logically related.
Yeah. Ideally, it should be logical chunking, but that will be very challenging for you to start with. So start with 2 words or 3 words chunking. So another easy way to do is we call something called tapping. Tapping means you just put your finger in the middle of, if you are taking like 3 words chunking, in the middle of the second word, then you immediately move your finger to the next set, next set, next set. So you put instead of 7 fixation or 8 fixation, you put 3 to 4 fixations. Means your hand will go like, finger will go like this. Your eyes just follow the finger.
Oh, okay.
That will be much easier. You can either use your finger or you can use a pencil or pen. That is something we call it as a visual guiding device. Because that is another interesting thing. Our eyes is very much good in following when there is a guidance given. For example, just try this exercise. You have to draw a big circle with your eyes. Means looking down, right, top, left, something like this. Are you able to make a perfect circle? Just try this.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
It will not be. There will be a lot of jerking you can see. Now you just try with, take your hand, hold your hand, look at your fingertip, and then with your finger, you draw a circle. And let the eyes follow the finger.
Yeah, it works.
It works, right? It's the same concept. Like when we have a great focused vision. When you give a direction to our eyes, it's much easier to focus. That's the reason it's always good to use a visual guiding device or use your finger itself. That is also an easy way. But only thing is, when you move the finger, just like that, if you just move it like left, right, just like that, your eyes will just move along with that. Our ideal goal is to keep it chunk by chunk. It is good to tap rather than just moving the finger like this. Tapping means your eyes can focus on 3, then go to next 3, go to next 3. Are we clear?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So Anil, we need to do 20 pages at a time or with
20
breaks?
pages. See, 20 pages will not take more than 20 minutes. Right? We are doing
At a time.
At a time, in a single. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do 10 pages also.
Thanks.
10 page, you put timing. And see, what you can do is 20 pages at a time. Maybe, sorry. I was telling 20 pages at a time is in a single sitting you should finish 20 pages. That doesn't mean that 20 pages you should read together. Which you can read 1 page, time it, go to next page, again time it, and that's the way you should go. You should read page by page. First page you read it, make sure 20 seconds is your target, you are able to achieve in 20 seconds. If not, when you go to the second page, speed up much faster. Make sure you are within the limit.
Anil, we did not bother about understanding, need not bother at all.
Yes, Did not. See, why I'm telling is, you practice this. Once you are comfortable with your eyes, slowly your pain will go. Your eyes will not pain after a certain point of time. Your eyes will be trained to do that. Once that is done, naturally you will see, you will be able to understand some bits and pieces of the content. When you start reading, you will be able to naturally, your brain will automatically, because now your brain will not try, because you are going out of your comfort zone. Your brain and your mind will try to stop you. See, this is not your zone, you cannot understand, and the brain will not even put any effort to understand, because your objective is primarily to speed up. Once the speed comes, automatically, that is the beauty of it. Automatically, you will see you are getting slowly little bit of understanding. And what we will do is, once your speed is 3x, what we will do is, we will reduce the speed to 2x. Then you will feel, yeah, it is much easier to do. Getting that?
Got you.
You are setting the target as much higher than what we want. We go that zone, you feel it is so difficult, and then you come back little bit, then you feel, oh, this is much better than where I was trying to do. And that is the place we are going to compromise.
Got you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Understanding will naturally come. Only thing you have to try for, as I mentioned, 20 pages per day. You try for another 5 days. 100 pages when you read, you can easily see that you are getting the understanding easily. Even if you get 10%, 20% understanding, perfectly fine. With continuous practice, you will be getting 100% understanding without losing. Because when you read faster, and when you are comfortable with that speed on your eyes movement and getting the data, slowly you will start focusing on understanding, getting the meaning. It will work out. Believe in me.
And got it. Yeah. And this week you are saying use the finger for three words. Okay.
Yeah. Finger or pencil or pen, anything you can use.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. I'll just show one content. You can just practice it by chunk. It's a small sentence, a small paragraph. Just look at it, chunk by chunk. Just put a separator there and see how it is. It may be difficult for you, but just try reading it.
Increase the size of page.
Sorry?
Is it full view? Or...
Yeah, it's full view. Are you not able to see, Kailash?
Yeah, fine. I expand. I'm in mobile.
Okay. Hope you are done with it.
Yep.
Yeah. How was it? No,
yeah. When we have this grouping, right, it is relatively easy. But in a book, you will not have the grouping.
Yeah.
So mind has to start grouping that words. I think that is where is a challenge.
Yeah, I think that definitely initially that will be challenging. Ideally, even if you put 2 or 3 words, ideally, how do we group it? You will be able to group it logically. For example, how many words make sense or logical meaning? That could be ideal for your grouping.
Yes.
But that comes only through practice. You cannot practice like, okay, I want to get the meaning and then get it. You cannot go with like around 10 to 12 words in the initial time. But slowly you will be able to do that.
Agreed.
That's the way I think the great speed readers are reading. They even just look at one sentence or one paragraph and they get it fully. Means our eyes has that much of it's all about where are we focusing. Are we focusing on one word or one sentence or one paragraph?
Okay.
That needs practice, no doubt about it. Nothing can come very easily. Let's look at, you all know like Swami Vivekananda's book reading ability, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was one of the best example of speed reading with 100% comprehension. Many people call this as photographic memory and all. I don't believe that was photographic memory or it was not born talent or anything. It is through his continuous practice. He was talented, much more talented than any average person, but he has done tremendous practice on all these things. One thing is his focus was unimaginable. His most beautiful thing about is he was able to just look at one page and he was able to give content as it is also. Not like regular books. He was reading mostly encyclopedia type of more core technical or more very core content related books also he was able to do. Main advantage with him was he was doing 2 to 3 hours of meditation every day, and that too not very general meditation or more deep meditation. His focus was at extreme level. The moment you look at something, he always say that if you really want to achieve something, focus on only that one particular thing in the way that nothing else matters for you, and you will definitely achieve that. That's the way when he tells anything he does with full focus. That was the most important thing about him. That is the reason even any of the he doesn't have any world record or anything on speed reading. His reading speed was around 3,000 to 4,000 words. That's what I heard. Many people are there. They are claiming like they are reading 25,000, 30,000 words and all. He was not that type. But his comprehension was always 100% that nobody was able to achieve. Because the greatest speed readers also the standard is like 60 to 70% comprehension. So what he says about speed reading, once interviewed, what he told is, I never read a book word by word. I read sentence by sentence or paragraph by paragraph. Means in single look, how did he look at the word compartmentalization? He look at the entire paragraph in a single look and grasp it. It's all about focus and concentration. I was telling about our eye vision, right? If you look at our eyes as very sharp vision, peripheral vision, and the central is our focused vision. When you look at the book is actually coming in our central vision only. It is not even in the peripheral. For example, if you look at your, you keep your both the hands in front of your eyes, and you start moving your hands in both the directions. But you just look only at the front and don't look at the hands. Just do this exercise with me. You see, even if you are not looking at your hands, you can see your hands, right?
Yeah.
You are not looking, but you can still see up to 110 degree. You can still see both your hands without even looking at them. Check that. It is really true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's law. Okay, now what does that mean? When you are looking at one thing, say for example, when you are looking at one word, you are actually seeing the other words also. Left and right of that also you can see. Let us do a very small exercise. Here I'm not keeping words, I'm just keeping letters. This exercise is, you are going to look only at the center letter. Your eyes is not going to move left or right. Just be sure to do that. You are just going to look only at the central letter and see whether you are able to see the other two letters also, left and right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Read one letter at the center, then next line, next line, next line. Just go in that way and see whether you are able to get the other words also, other letter also. Focus only on N and see whether you are able to see the both the sides. Same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This works even for words also. It's not only for letter. When you read one word, actually you are very closely seeing the other two words, the neighboring words also. But only thing you are not focusing. We are just focusing only on that word.
Yeah, we are used to reading word by word.
Yeah. I think nobody taught us after that, right? That is the biggest problem. We thought that is the end, and we have been practicing that, and we have been believing that that is the maximum we can do.
True.
Are we clear on this?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I will give you some more information regarding selecting book and all. It may take another 10 more minutes. Are we all fine with that?
Yes.
Yes.
So
That's
the
fine.
exercise for all of you is focusing on reading at triple X speed for all of you, whatever is your current reading speed. If you are not very familiar, very clear about your current reading speed, same way, do the exercise by taking a page size, number of words, and read one page and see what is that. You do it for a couple of pages, and you will be easily able to get your reading speed. Once you know that, try doing it with 3x speed for reading at least 100 pages for a book. And it is preferably to take a book which you already read so that you don't have any mental block of comprehension is not getting, that pain will not be there. So how to choose the right book? What is the best way to select a book for you? What are the normal modes we will find the books? Say for example, I want to find a book on coaching, life coaching. I don't know any books. What is the normal mode we should be doing?
Google.
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a best practice is search for best book in life, best book on life coaching. That is the wording you can give. That will give you at least 4 or 5 books, and look at the top 4 or 5 books, and just go through some of those in the description of that book what it is, and that shortlist maybe from 5 maybe you can shortlist 3. Then what you can do is you can go to Amazon or any other places where there is good book reviews are there. Go through a couple of reviews, good reviews as well as bad reviews. That will give you an understanding about what this book is. Second thing you should do is search about that author in YouTube and watch his interviews or any of his book, if he has a Facebook page or anything, if he has YouTube videos, because it's all about book reading is not about just, it is not something like an assignment. Book is actually a tool. You should read in that with that mindset. It is not about when you get a book, it's not about reading from the page 1 to the page last page. It's all about understanding what is the purpose of reading that book. Many people have that thought of, okay, if I don't finish all the chapters, I have not finished the book. From page 1 to page 10, I should be able to read that. That doesn't make, really that doesn't make sense. If your objective is to learn from the book or understand from the book and implement the things, you should approach it in a little different way. And another important thing is you have to really build a connect with the author. That makes a lot of sense because it's all about your when you are emotionally connected or when you are able to understand that person's perspective and all, you will be able to read that book with more curiosity and passion. Say for example, if any of your close friend is publishing a book, how you will read? Even though the book is, even if the book is little boring also, you will be very curious to read and very passionate to read that. Why? Because you have already built a connect with that author. Building connect with author is one of the important steps you should do before start reading the book. Best way to select the book is do Google search or do the reviews. Just don't go with somebody else liking the book. You know what is your interest. You focus on that. If your interest is on this area, I think most of the time searching for the best book, most of the time gives the best book. I know Google SEO and all works, but still if you type and go through the reviews or go through the Amazon reviews and all, you will be able to find out what is the best book. And choose one book. Don't go randomly with so many books. And also, if you want to read all the books for a particular author, go with the chronological order so that you will be with the author. Rather than reading random books, if you really want to read all the books from that particular author, from the beginning, one by one, and then read. That makes your thoughts also go along with the author. It's the same thing. How do you make reading interesting is, first you should make sure you are interested on the subject. It is reading, as I rightly mentioned, reading should not be an assignment. Reading should have a clearly defined purpose. Why are you reading this? You should be asking that question of why you are reading this book and what is the outcome you are looking from this book. I'm talking mostly about non-fiction books. Fiction books, many of the techniques may not be able to apply. Definitely, the chunk by chunk reading definitely we can apply. That works anywhere. But if you are doing, I will explain more of the techniques and all skimming, scanning and all. That will help you to read much faster. So interest comes based on curiosity. How do you create that curiosity? How do you build a connect with the author?
Is like
Yeah. Sorry.
Imaginary real story नहीं.
क्या बुक होता है?
हाँ?
दूसरा क्या होता है बुक?
Fiction होता है, power book होता है.
पावर ये पावर बुक है.
Sorry,
This
any
is
questions?
power self-help power book.
Somebody is cross talking.
Which stool.
Murli, you have to mute yourself.
Sorry.
So are we good? Any questions? I am mostly done with today's session. Are we good with the? Are we clear on the assignment for the day? I will put the things in WhatsApp group also again.
Yeah.
Details. Yeah.
I have one question. I have one question. When you are reading randomly and twice our reading speed, can we read any book or it has to be a relevant book, which are like subject which are like?
No. You can read any books. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah. Any books. Yeah. The only reason I was telling you can read start with a book you already read, because you don't have that mental block of I am not getting comprehension, and then sometimes you feel, oh, this is useless. I am not getting comprehension. What is the point in reading faster without comprehension?
That's right. Yeah.
So that thought always will come. That is the biggest blocker to come out of this state where we are.
Right.
So are we clear? So we will go through the remaining things. There are many techniques and we will go through what are the bad reading habits we all have. How do we eliminate? There are so many bad reading habits, even though we are reading silently, and how to eliminate each of those. Those we'll practice in the next session. Are we all good?
Yes.
It's very interesting assignments you have given, Anil.
Okay. Thank you.
I could visualize. So the moment we are very clear that 20 seconds we have to finish off one page. So come what may happen, it will force us to finish it off.
Yes. That is one of the things. When you have a clearly defined goal, the probability of you achieving that will be much higher. You don't compromise, right? You cannot compromise. Are we clear? Any
Thanks
further
much,
questions?
Anil.
Thank you, Anil.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for your time.
Good.
Thank you so much, Anil.
Thank you, Anil. Appreciate it.
Just one request I have a Facebook page created for this book reading mastery. I'll share that link if possible. If you feel it is helping, if you can go and like the page and put some comments, it will be great.
Sure, Anil.
Sure, Anil. Thank you.
I will also take.
Yeah. See you next Sunday. Thank you all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Anil. Thanks much again. Too good.
Thank you.